You are listening to a unique and special production of the 110-250 Audio Studio.
What's this, a daybird? A young bird? Who's the bird? Where is he?
One thing that's unique about this 2022 world of podcasting is that we get the chance to celebrate all the cool influences and worthwhile people who exist in our lives. We can set the record straight, making sense of things, giving it a needed punch of meaning. One of those big influences on me was a group of friends that happened to be in one of the most celebrated power pop bands of the late 90s and early 2000s, in the town of Kansas City, known as the Daybirds.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
The backstory of the Daybirds is just as interesting as their meteoric rise in a KC market that ultimately culminated into one potential decision that could have easily made them a household name everywhere. In the course of things like a valiant VH1 Behind the Music exposé, I got into how all of this happened as these blokes got to live out their best modern rock and roll novel. And I'm not just some guy stitching together this podcast as a producer or a guy that heard about these cats through the grapevine, interested in their accumulated lore. None of that. I was a roommate to several of the band members and close friends with the whole lot of them. They remain a chief reason why I got interested in the world of music and the stories behind it, a cornerstone of neon jazz radio. Honored to call each of them friends, and like many of you out there, I'm interested in getting the story out. And in their own voice, we will get the chance to hear the real skinny on this rock and roll pop band full of so much talent. It was the reason so many devoted fans would go see them over and over again, and why they were in a musician's musician kind of league. The regal beauty of a band like the Daybirds isn't simply that they created music for fans. It was also a period in time for a bunch of friends that became brothers, proof that their bond still carries quite a magnitude 20 years later. There's a lot of things that go into the story, like the late 90s before the social media revolution, and a band that didn't quite get their proper due of mass delivery to the populace. I will be threading together the reality and thickly colored tapestry of story from a narrative in the voices and viewpoint of the Daybirds, from the band and those close to them, these voices.
Okay, well, my name's Dean Wood, just one of the cog.
My name's Phil Slaughter. I was one of the founding members.
My name is Dennis Rodriguez. I was manager of the Daybirds.
My name is John Fleetwood. I was one of the Daybirds.
John Yeager, general member, founding member, teammate.
My name is Brian Kitahara, photographer turned event promoter turned road manager.
So my name is John Evans, recording engineer and producer. And then they asked me to join the band.
The guys used to tell me to pick up a tambourine and join the band. And instead, I was witnessing history as an honorary Daybird in that tour van, listening to Bowie's Ziggy Stardust on repeat as the cold Milwaukee air blew by, or in a tavern in Springfield, Missouri, filling up on one more cold summer beer before going on stage, or getting snowed in at a hotel in Omaha, Nebraska during a college talent showcase. It was a thrilling damn ride, yet at the end of the proverbial day, everything that came out of the speaker from the Daybirds was for the love of music. It was the best kind of therapy that all involved could have imagined. This, my friends, is the story of the mighty Daybirds. Then, now, and beyond. Stay tuned.
How's that sound?